Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosa. They call me My Madud. Today, let's talk about how the music industry works, how the music industry functions, the chain of the music industry. Let's get straight into the topic. There's a chain of networking which I think a lot of artists are not familiar with. From the beginning, I will start by talking about the artist. The artist is the person which majority of fans know, which a lot of people know. But what goes behind that artist, what is behind the scene, no one knows. So what is the artist? The singer, the producer of the music. So that's basically what the artist is. The person who creates, who produces music, either a singer or not. That is the artist. But the next one is the band manager. Who's the band manager? The band manager is completely separate from the artist. How? Everything goes through the band manager. Anyone who wants to speak the artist, who wants to hire the artist, they go via the band manager. The band manager is like an advisor, like a person who guides artists what should do, which interview they should do, which interviews they shouldn't do, how to behave in public, all sorts of things, their finances, their contracts, you name it. It all goes to the manager. Or the manager handles the work on behalf of the artist. All the paperwork, all the bookings, the manager does that. So in theory, what I can say, the manager is the face of the band. You don't interact with the band because the manager is there to handle all the nitty-gritty and then tells the band or the artist what to do. Basically, the manager is the face of the band. The next one is the record label. The record label basically signs the artist through the manager. When they sign the artist, their job is to help the artist to make music, then release the music to the distributors and take control of how the music side of it works. That is dealt with the recording label, from marketing the artist, social media, any social media platform. The record label is involved with dealing with that and making sure the music goes to the right distributors and for streaming. But for the record label to be able to do that, they have to sign a contract with the artist via the manager. The manager can sign the contract on behalf of the artist. I've talked about that in my previous video. What does the record label do? The record label also deals with the distributor and make sure the distributor distribute all the music on all the streaming platforms, from Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, you name it, every platform. So that is the job of the record label and all the marketing. The next company which the record label directly work with is the publisher. What does the publisher do? As before, the publisher, they're there to collect your royalties, like performance royalties from gigs, television, or the advertisement. Any platform that uses your music, the publisher will collect the royalties. You can also get your royalties via PRS. Any artist can register. In Zimbabwe, we have Zimra. Here in UK, we have PRS. Usually, the record label might direct you to a publisher so that you work with the publisher in terms of collecting your royalties. Also, the publisher, they can also market your music. So they can do both ways. They can also be part of marketing your music and also making sure you get all the royalties you deserve. Performance royalties, mechanical royalties. There's so many royalties you can get, which a publisher can collect on your own behalf. So basically, the way it works, the publisher might collect the money from the gigs which you've done, or a tours or a festival. give it to the record label. The record label then gives it to your manager, and your manager then gives it to you. It's just that chain of networking which artists should know about the music industry. Another thing that the publisher do, it's called synchronization. It's the money which the publisher will collect when your music is put on TV, on video games. Then the publisher will be able to collect that money again, give it to record label give it to your manager, then the money finally gets to you. Or maybe your money sometimes gets from PRIS, it's given to the record label, and from record label it gives you to your manager, then finally the money gets to you. So it's always a network of a chain which is involved. The other person who can be used in music industry, it's not many artists who have agents. What does an agent do? In many instances, the agents usually are used, they're the ones who look for big gigs. So basically the job of an agent is to find big gigs, big festivals, basically just get a spot on big events for the artist, like looking for bigger jobs which has got good money for the artist. That's the job for an agent. But an artist does not need to have an agent if the artist has a good manager. A manager can also look for jobs for the artist. It's not to say you have to have an agent. Some artists, some bands, they choose to have agents, but you don't necessarily have to have an agent. If your manager is a very good manager, he can do the work or she can do the work for you, and you don't have to pay an agent to be finding work for you. The tour manager deals with the logistic of the tour. The tour manager can be employed by the record label, or they can be hired part-time, or you, the artist, you can find a tour manager. Basically what the tour manager does, make sure you get from A to B. They're with you all the way on your tour. Make sure your accommodation, your food, make sure you go for your rehearsals before the show. So those are the logistics, what the tour manager basically does. The tour manager only comes in when the band is going on a tour. Is the one who's responsible to make sure the band or the artist get to the venue in time, their accommodation, what they eat, basically all that, looking after the band or the artist during the move. And finally, I'm just going to talk about the branding consultant. The job description for this one is a bit difficult to explain, but I think I will have to try so that you understand. It's all about branding the image of the band, certain type of things that you need to wear, or your merchandise. It's all part of your branding so that it doesn't clash, so that people know you, the band, as an artist with specific type of brand. You need to be known by a particular brand. I think basically that's what it's all about. And I think because a brand, it's you create your own brand as an artist and as a band, then you can get a brand consultant if you have so-called the money to do so, and the consultant will help you or guide you into how you can create your brand, your image. It goes down to the way you wear things, your merchandise, everything about your brand. I hope it makes sense so that you are familiar who does what within the music industry. Again, I'm just trying to use lemon term or lemon English so that everyone can understand how the music industry functions. Thank you for watching. To all my subscribers, thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring that buzzer so that each time I upload a new video, you'll be notified. And bye-bye.